morning. It is Saturday, June 3rd, and I'm on my way into the city for Bookcon. I'm going to be heading out to the Javits Center to the Bookcon event, which is all these authors and publishers, and they do panels and there's signings, and I think it's going to be really interesting. I am going by myself because no one wants to go, and Paul's working, so I can't make him. So I'm bringing you along. And, oh, I better get going. See you there. The Javits Center now, going to Bookcon on my little placard thing, and I'm about to go upstairs. Those stairs right there. There's a lot more people than I thought would be here. I think that's a good thing. Currently online to try and get a little prize from Bookish Box. They have this like spinny wheel, and you spin it and you get whatever's written on the wheel. It's pretty cool. Okay, so I did a really weak spin, but I seem to have gotten some good stuff. I got... Ooh. Focus. I get downright bookish. And then, if I can do it with one hand, a nerdy glasses necklace. How cute is that? This panel is about to have Holly Black and Lee Bardugo on it. Two authors who are going to be talking about magic with an edge, which is the title of this panel.
I just want to talk about Holly's book because I'm so excited about it. It's amazing. I have two books coming out. I have The Language of Thorns, which is a collection of Grisha fairy tales. If you haven't ever read, if you haven't ever read any of my books, you can read them without fear. There are no spoilers. If you have read my books, they're going to introduce you to stories from Zemini and the Kirch and Rovkins and some Fjordan mermaids. And you may see a familiar face from one of, who can say? I don't know. And they're illustrated, and the artist is Sarah Kippen, and she's so magical. And I also have Wonder Woman Warbringer coming.
And Holly, you have a new series starting in January.
I do. Yeah, so yes, I have the first book in a trilogy coming out in January called The Cruel Prince. I haven't done a trilogy in a long time, so it's exciting to actually be having a book come out and still be writing in that world. So in fact, I'm a little giddy because I'm on deadline for the second book. It probably shouldn't have brought me here. I'm a little weird right now. But it's basically the first book that, the first fairy book I've written that's set entirely in fairy. And it's a story of three girls who grew up, well, two of them grew up till they were 7. The other one is older in the human world. Till one day, a fairy comes, says he's the oldest girl's father, ends up in a disagreement with mom and dad, kills mom and dad, is going to take his heir back to fairy and realizes he probably has to take these human girls too. And so they're raised in fairy by the guy who killed their parents, but who is now also kind of their parent.
It's incredible. Understand, like, it's really hard for me to turn off my writer brain and just enjoy something as a fan. I was reading this on the plane on the way to actually go see Holly, and I was losing it on the airplane.
Your turn. I should have known this would come back to haunt me. Okay.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout.
So it is 2:30 in the afternoon. I've been here since about 10 o'clock. The Handmaid's Tale panel is until 4:15, which I wanted to go to, but I don't think I'm going to make it. I think I'm going to do one more lap around with all the really good book prices, and then... It's a video! That is just for Paul, who loves Captain Underpants. Thank you! So I just spun this wheel. I got something that says Book Club Picks. Ooh. Thank you.
Ready?
I'm at Javits Center. That was really cool and extremely overwhelming. It's now time to begin the long trek back to the car. Okay, so I'm now home from Bookcon, and I've walked away with a couple of books, so I thought I'd do a mini haul just to end up the video. So the first thing I got was Lost Labyrinth by Zoraida Cordova. And this book looks really cool because it's about witches, or brujas, and about a woman or a girl who doesn't really want the powers that she has. And I was really interested in it because I love anything with witchcraft, and I love anything that has like a Dia de los Muertos kind of idea to it, or anything like that. The second, or the next two I'd say I bought for a really good deal, are these really beautiful classics, but they are have these really cool like book covers where they're just beautiful. I don't even know. Look at the pages inside that. They're just beautiful. So I they were cheap. They were like $7, 2 for $10. So I had to get them. Got Sense and Sensibility and Sherlock Holmes, which I don't own. So I really wanted to get that. And lastly, I did one of these like spin a wheel, win a prize things, and I was given or gifted or won this book. Ooh, this book called Pachinko. And it says, in 1930s Korea, an earnest young woman abandoned by the lover who had gotten her pregnant enters into a marriage of convenience that will take her to a new life in Japan, which is really cool because I just got back from Japan. And Pachinko is this like game of chance that they have there. It looks a little bit like Plinko, or like pinball, where you shoot the ball up and it has to hit these little pins and come down. It's a huge game over there. And this is written by Minji Lee. And actually, I think this will be really interesting, especially when I'm missing Japan because we just got back. So that's it, and I had a really great day. Bookcon was really cool, especially since it was my first time there. I kind of wimped out before the end, but I thought all in all it was a good experience. So, see you next time.